but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hating get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks so much to everyone tuning in from around the world. Kate, Scott, and Brock Huard here with you. Also joining us once again, Brock, are those Philadelphia Eagles. Champions last year, dominating the perennial favorite Chiefs. And now they're facing a new test as they look to repeat.
This is supposed to be a league of parity, Kate. And these Eagles, they just find a way to be on this stage time after time. Winning that Lombardi last February. So much of this team remains the same. The front office continues to win. It's really now. Just got to break out that blueprint they used last season. Get the job done tonight.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. This makes it up to the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Back to throw, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
He has it at the 33. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only because more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right there.
They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Warren once more. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you want, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Hurts now from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Hurts throwing again. To the outside, it's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense. They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
If a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you checked down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Rodgers from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down. Warren here from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Warren can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue behind the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Well, they are definitely being aggressive here on the big stage. They're going for it on 4th down early.
319. Back north.
Going for it with Warren. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then at the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Going the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. It's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lower the deficit to a single possession. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Dante Kent with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers offense headed out. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. They'll start the drive with Warren. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. They'll go again with Warren. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
On 1st, it's Warren again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They have second and pretty long here. Now they're looking to throw with Rogers. It's a screen play to Warren. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 23 on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
Got to be pretty good actors. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Well, that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
On first down, Warren. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now an inside give to Johnson. On the ground, game works for the touchdown. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. Well, Brocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down at the line. Second and 10, need something positive here.
Brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He finds Brown right side. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He's making a bid for it. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Trucks a defender. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. New set of downs from the 37.
First down, Eagles.
On first down, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Play action. Hurts has it. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in balance.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play, down to the 19. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. From the red zone on first. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 3 now. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down is going to end up in a loss of yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. On 4th down, Hurts. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Chuck Clark has it. And the Steelers, they're stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return.
This is one of the toughest tests yet in this game for the defense so far, Kate. And boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's him on the quick hitter. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. 12 yards on that play. A good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Rodgers going to throw on first. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Ward. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he had a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's a reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal. Warren is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. 5 Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles are ready to set up shop on offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Hurts on first down. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. They're trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Looking quickly here.
Loss of 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's the line, he's going to run for it. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurts now from the gun. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Steelers' 46.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. Hits his running back. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Send the tight end in motion. It's Hurts once again. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick
Well,
off.
we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, I wonder, Brock, who's got birthday over on that sideline, because they got a gift to begin this second half. Their offense getting an immediate chance to do something about this deficit.
And that gift delivered by the special teams, right? Everybody talks about the offensive, defensive adjustments, but the last voice is that special teams going set the tone, and boy, did they to begin the second half.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And an Eagle
Put a receiver in motion right. First down throwing from Hurts. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop was made. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down. And this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Barkley. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal. It's a sneak, Hurts. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. With the second level at the 40. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40. Austin's there to haul it in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Rodgers from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Warren running between the tackles. There he goes again. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. To throw, Rodgers. Going with the screen to Johnson. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Feed it to his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, These little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Warren. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They go to him again, and he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
And it's incomplete on third and goal. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Boswell able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside. The 25. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Hurts. Hits him on the end route. And he'll lift this one up to the 28. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Hurts looking to throw. Is finds Smith. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Receiver in motion, going left. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's got Smith again. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Eagles football. We'll see if they can erase that deficit to win it all. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
No, touch up. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Hurts yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out of bounds after a small gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Eagles.
No, touch up. No, touch up.
And again, here's Hurts. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 48-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. He tucks it and takes off. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Play action. Hurts has it. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Hurts. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left. They're going to try to grow it even further. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Now Warren. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Warren once more. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st down throw here by Rodgers. Finds the in route, complete. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They strike for 23 yards. Man, the Steelers have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Warren here from the gun. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
On second down, Warren. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down. Now we've got some whistles as we see an injured player, and pretty quick to identify. It's Pat Freiermuth who was hurt on the play. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Warren. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Steelers keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
It's Dotson with a catch out right. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long. They're going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st and 10 now from the 46. It's Hurts once again. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He takes it himself. He dodged the tackle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Zone read give here to Barkley. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Eagles hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Hurts now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Brought in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Hurts to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Now Hurts getting his guys set for this 2-point play. They want to run it across. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yeah, no way that running back was going to get that one in. Not with that force of the defense coming out.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. And he will find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think, were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over.
Yeah.
And over.
There you go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, into Gainwell. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Marcus Epps. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They stick with Gainwell. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
A gain of 1 yard brings up
Again, this is Gainwell. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6.
a 2-yard
Their punter making his way out now. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I call it about the 12-yard line.
at their own 12-yard line.
This will be the final play of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. Excellent protection so far. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there. This game is over. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are the 1st to 7. They're once again your Super Bowl champions, and with it, the most successful franchise in NFL history. Well, Brock, we've been lucky enough to call a bunch of these now, and we see so much history made in every Super Bowl, but this one comes a little extra. They are the first team to win 7 titles, and it could be years, maybe even a decade or two, until we see somebody match the level of success that they have had since this franchise joined the NFL.
Yeah, you know, Kate, in the time it takes somebody else to reach 7 Super Bowl wins, who knows? This team might pick up an 8th trophy, maybe a 9th, challenge for double digits. They're simply a franchise with a legacy the rest of this league can only envy. And they enter every season. Everybody does. Well, we're going to be world champs. Everybody talks it, but they walk it. And they're capable of reaching these heights.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Huard and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.